Good morning students. We are discussing about the basic practices of crop production. In that we are talking about adding manure and fertilizers. Continuous cultivation of crops makes the soil poor in nutrition. Therefore, farmers have to add manure to the fields to replenish the soil with the nutrients. This process is called as manuring. Manure is an organic substance obtained from decomposition of plant and animal waste. Farmers dump plant and animals waste in pits at open places. It will decompose by microorganisms and it becomes organic manure. Fertilizers. These are chemicals which are rich in particular nutrients. Example, urea, ammonium sulfate, potash, NPK, etc. Fertilizers helped farmers to get better yields of crops such as wheat, paddy and maize. But use of fertilizers made the soil less fertile and also they are source of water pollution. Another method of replenishing soil with the nutrients is through crop rotation and to leave field uncultivated between two crops. These are the method of replenishing the soil with nutrients. The fourth method of agriculture is irrigation. All living beings need water to live. Water is important for proper growth and development. Water is absorbed by plant roots. Along with the water, minerals and nutrients also absorbed. Plants contain nearly 90% of water. Water is essential because germination of seeds does not take place under dry conditions. The supply of water to crops at regular intervals is called as irrigation. The time and frequency of irrigation varies from crop to crop. Sources of irrigation. Sources of irrigation are wells, tubeways, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. Traditional methods of irrigation, that is moat, pulling system, second one is chain pump, third one is dhekli, fourth is rahat or lever system. Modern methods of irrigation are as follows. Modern methods help us to use water economically. In the irrigation, there are two modern methods. First one is sprinkler system. This system is more useful on the uneven land where sufficient water is not available. Pipes having rotating nozzles on top are joined to main pipeline at regular intervals. Water escapes from rotating nozzles. It gets sprinkled on the crops as if it is raining. Sprinkler useful for lawns, coffee and several other crops. Second one is drip system or drip irrigation. In this system, the water falls drop by drop directly near the roots. So, it is called as drop system. Water is not wasted at all. It is boon in regions where availability of water is poor. It is best technique for watering fruits, plants, gardens and trees. Fifth one is protection from the weeds. In a field, many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop. Such plants are known as weeds. The removal of weeds is called as weeding. Weeding is necessary since weeds compete with the crop plants for water, nutrients, space and light. Thus they affect the growth of crop. Ways to remove weeds and control their growth. First one is tilling before sowing of crops. The best time for removal of weed is before they produce flowers and seeds. The manual removal includes physical removal of weeds by uprooting or cutting them close to ground. This is done with the help of Kurupi. Weeds are also controlled by some chemicals called as weedicides. These are sprayed in fields to kill weeds. Spraying of weedicides may affect the health of farmers. They should cover their nose and mouth with a piece of cloth during spraying of these chemicals. So this is all about the weeds. The sixth basic practice is harvesting. Harvesting is an important task. The cutting of crop after it is mature is called as harvesting. In harvesting, crops pulled out or cut close to ground. It usually takes 3 to 4 months for cereal crop to mature. Harvesting done by using sickle or harvester. After harvesting, the grain seeds need to be separated from chaff. This process is called as threshing. This is carried out with the help of combine. It is a harvester as well as a thresher. Farmers with small holdings of land do the separation of grain and chaff by winnowing. Seventh one is storage. Storage of produce is an important task. If the harvested grains are to be kept for longer time, they should be safe from moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. Before storing grains, they are properly dried in sun to reduce the moisture in them. This prevents the attack by insects, pests, bacteria and fungi. Farmers store grains in jute bags or metallic bins. Large scale storage of grains done in silos and granaries. Animals reared at home or in farms have to be provided with proper food, shelter and care. When this is done in large scale is called as animal husbandry. So this is all about your first chapter, that is crop production and management. This completes the first chapter. Okay.